we also heard about Isha Bhaktan, all the devotees. All the devotees of Bhagwan are pure. Just that some are perfected pure and some are work in progress, purity in making. Isha Bhaktan, that we have heard. And about Isham, Lord Chaitanya. There we heard about who is Lord Chaitanya, when did he advent here, and 3 reasons, internal reasons, and 3 external reasons for the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That we heard. And that was in the first class. And in the last session, in the last class, we heard about Tat Prakasham Cha, his Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam, the Swarupakam expansion is Nityanandaram. So we heard about the expansions. We heard about who Nityanandaram is and his expansions and how he is helping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in different rasas, or how Balaram is in Leelas of Krishna in different rasas. So that we have heard about Nityananda, Lord Nityananda Ram Rasas with Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And we also heard about different avataras, right? So that's what we heard in the last class. And today we are going to hear about Tat Shakti. What are the Shaktis of Bhagavan? And Ishavatarakan, the avatar of Bhagavan. Here, Tat Shakti is simple. I can pull the slide, but the essence is this. The internal potency of the Lord Shakti, yeah, there are 3 ganas as we just heard. One is Gopi Gana in Goloka, and same Gopi Gana, the internal energy of the Lord. The Shakti in Dwaraka is Gopi Gana and the queens of Dwaraka. And the third one is Lakshmi Gana. So Lakshmi Gana, Gopi Gana, and queens of Dwaraka. I think I have to show you this slide. Then you will feel like, yeah, we have covered this topic also. The 3 ganas, Shaktis. Shakti are 3 kinds. See, Lakshmi Gana, Mahishi Gana. Queens of Dwaraka are Mahishis, queens. So this is the Shakti of Bhagavan. I mean, internal energy of Bhagavan. Lakshmi Gana in Vaikunta, Mahishi Gana in Dwaraka, Gopi Gana in Vrindavana, Vraja. Okay, that's all. Only one slide, only those points for now. That's in Shakti, internal energy. Okay. And we will hear more about Ishavatarakam, about the avatara in the Panchatattva. Who is that? Advaitacharya. So we will hear about Advaitacharya today. So, to Advaitacharya. And again, dear devotees, now the Chaitanya Charitamrita is starting to thin out, and it will go into us more easily now. We can swallow it more easily. And there are many relevant points also for us now from this class on, so we will like it more. Okay, Advaitacharya Prabhu, yes. But we will directly, okay, we will hold. It's best to take you to directly the slides for today. All these slides we have covered, yeah? The glories of Lord Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Balaram. This is what we heard from the last week. See, all these Vishnus, Garbhodaksai Vishnu, Kshirodaksai Vishnu. You must have seen this form somewhere, huh? Kshirodaksai Vishnu. It is said that the Rupa of Kshirodaksai Vishnu, since the Jiva cannot see, he comes as the Siksha Guru. That's Siksha Guru, Kshirodaksai Vishnu. Yeah, This is what we are going to hear today. Okay. Advaita Tattva. Advaitera Tattva. So in this, Sri Advaita Chandra. So who is Advaita Charya? Okay. This is what we are going to hear today. First one. And why is he called Advaita? What is his mood? Next, in general about the mood of servitude. We will hear more about this today. Mood of servitude. And where is this coming from? And after that, we will hear something about Panchatattva. We have already covered that, but just about Panchatattva also. And finally, the tree of Lord Chaitanya or Bhakti Vriksha. There we will just briefly hear, very briefly hear that. Touch base and see what the branches are. So this is what we are going to hear, dear devotees, today. And coming to the first topic. First point, Advaita Charya. Who is Advaita Charya? Advaita Charya? Mahavishnur Jagat Karta Mayaya Srijati Yadaham Tasyavatara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishvaraham. Mahavishnur Jagat Karta Mayaya Srijati Adaha. In order to create, Mahavishnu is the Jagat Karta. From him came all the universes. Tasya Avatara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishvaraha. So Advaitacharya is the avatar of Mahavishnu. What did we hear in the last class? Who is Mahavishnu? His expansion of Nityananda Ram, right? Sankarshana. Advaitacharya is expansion of Mahavishnu. And why is he called Advaitam? The second point. Advaitam Harinadvaitat Acharyam Bhakti Shamsanat Bhaktavataram Ishamtam Advaitacharyam Ashraye. I am taking the shelter of Advaitacharya, who is called Advaitam because he is not Dvaita, he is not different from Hari. Advaita, not different from Hari. So that's why he's called Advaita. Acharyam Bhakti Shamsanat. He is here to propagate bhakti. So, first point answered. Who is Advaitacharya? Why is he called Advaita? Now, the functionality. So, there will be quiz at the end of this, dear devotees. Question and answers quiz. So, 2 answers got leaked out. 2 questions, 2 answers. Now, the third question. What is the functionality of Advaitacharya? What did we hear about Nityananda Ram? Functionality of Nityananda Ram. In order to help him in the rasa when the Lord descends, like that, right? That's what we heard. Here, what is the functionality of Advaitacharya? He has that in 2 ways. In terms of material creation and in terms of bhakti, spiritual propagation. So what is it in terms of material creation? Jagat Mangala Advaita, Mangala Gunadhama, Mangala Charita Sada, Mangala Yandra Nama. It's auspicious to hear about Advaitacharya. But the functionality is like Mahavishnur Jagat Karta, Mayayaya Srijati Adaha. His functionality here is as Mahavishnu. Here we have more. Okay. All the slides are coming back. We will see the slides as we go through, but the functionality is this. As from Mahavishnu is creating all these universes, and he's maintaining also. Mahavishnu is creating all the universes as Karanodakasai Vishnu, maintaining them as Garbhodakasai Vishnu. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. That Vishnu there, the maintainer, is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So, Advaitacharya functionality in terms of creation is, in terms of material world is to create these material universes and to maintain them as Mahavishnu. And what about spiritually? What happened, dear devotees? Advaitacharya. What is his contribution spiritually? What did he do? I really want to show you the slide, but we will go there anyway. That's a beautiful slide because this is the contribution of Advaitacharya. Yes, please. Yes. Tulasidalamatra jalasya chulukena va vikrinite swamatmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsalaha. It's the Advaitacharya that called out to the Lord, cried out to the Lord, "Oh Lord, please descend down. Please, you yourself, please descend down to save this pure bhakti. Pure bhakti is being mocked now. It's being ridiculed. And it is becoming extinct. So very kindly, please descend down." That cry was from Advaitacharya. And he offered Ganga Udakam, the Ganga water and Tulsi to Shalikramshila. So it is understood that this is the external reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advented here. So in this way, what did Advaitacharya do? In terms of spiritual matters, he propagated bhakti. He called out to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who descended here to teach what bhakti means. In this way, Advaitacharya, also Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagates bhakti through Advaitacharya. Why is it like that? If Advaitacharya did not, if he didn't call out to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wouldn't have descended, at least from an external reason point of view. And where will be the propagation of bhakti? So, in this way, Advaita Acharya Prabhu is, from a spiritual standpoint, he is the propagator of bhakti. How is he propagating bhakti? How do you do this? One is, of course, through achar, and the other one is prachar. By broadcasting the glories of bhakti, the devotional service. You remember when we were reading Chaitanya Charitamrita in the very beginning, how Advaitacharya was glorifying bhakti. Yeah. So this is more or less the functionality of Advaitacharya. We heard it from a creation standpoint and also from a spiritual standpoint. Spiritual standpoint is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagates bhakti through Advaitacharya, and Advaitacharya is specially meant for, he glorifies the process of devotional service. Otherwise, why would he call out to the Lord? Why would he call out to the Lord? He couldn't see that the pure devotion is being mocked like that, because he knows the glory of the pure devotion. And that's why he called out to the Lord. So after the Lord has descended as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with increased vigor, he broadcasted the glories of pure devotion. That's Advaitacharya. Shri Advaitacharya Prabhu ki jaya. So, that's the functionality of Advaitacharya. So we heard this. And this is a little, oh yeah, we are in this slide now. Coming back to our slides of Advaitacharya. We heard about the functionality. And the next one is, what is the mood of Advaitacharya? Actually, here, there is a little description. When we heard that he creates the material universes from him, the material aspect. A little a description. We already know this. We have heard it many times. How Karanada Kasai Vishnu, he glances at Pradhan and all the universes come. So that we heard about that aspect. So we heard from a creation aspect and we heard from the spiritual aspect, the functionality of Advaita Charya. Here, this shloka says that how Lord Chaitanya spreads the Sankirtan movement through Advaita. Yanradvara Kaila Prabhu Kirtana Prachara Yanradvara Kaila Prabhu Jagata Nistara. Jagata Nistara. This is the material aspect, creation and maintenance. Also, the spiritual aspect is Kirtana Prachara. That's Advaita Charya Prabhu. What is the mood of Advaita Charya? That's our next point, right? So the mood is Krishna Dasa Bhimanaye Ananda Sindhu Koti Brahma Sukanahe Taraye Kabindu. The mood of Advaita Charya is Dasa Abhimana. The mood of Dasa, Bhritya. These words are so nice. Bhritya, Dasa. When it comes to English, servant, ये क्या है? General term servant. From here to there, for everything, this word servant, a keyword, one word in English. But Dasa Abhimana. So the Abhimana of Advaita Charya is Dasa. I am the Dasa of Chaitanya. Actually, his age is like the father of Lord Chaitanya. That's how old Advaita Charya is from a physical age standpoint. But his mood is Dasa Abhimana. And that is Krishna Dasa Abhimana. I am the Dasa of Krishna. That Abhimana, that mood, what is it like? Ananda Sindhu. Ocean of joy. I am the Das of Krishna. And in front of that, Koti Brahma Sukha Nahi Tara Eka Bindu. Brahma Sukha. Aham Brahmasmi. What is it like? Eka Bindu. The Brahma Sukha here is the Brahmananda, not even the Mayavadi impersonalism. That is not even counted here, Mayavadis, because they are patanti ada. They can fall down, Mayavadis. So the Brahma Sukha here is about the Brahmavadis. So the Brahmananda is like just a drop, Tara Eka Bindu. If the Ananda, if the Brahmananda means they are not averse to the form of the Lord. They know that Absolute Truth has the form, but they haven't got in touch with the form and the attraction and the glory of the form yet. So they are just thinking they are in the effulgence of Bhagavan and they're thinking, this is so good. The effulgence, the bliss. Because there are no modes there. Of course, it will be Ananda. But how much Ananda is that? A bindu, a drop, when compared to Ananda Sindhu. I am Krishna Dasa. That's Ananda Sindhu, ocean of joy. Brahmananda is a little drop, like that. That's the comparison. So that is the mood or abhimana of Advaita Charya. What's happening here, devotees? Everybody we see, everybody we hear, everybody is saying, I want to be Dasa of Krishna. I want to be Dasi of Krishna. What is it there in this Dasa Abhimana, Krishna Dasa Abhimana? After all, we are all Krishna Bhaktas. We are all Krishna Dasas, Dasis. What is the glory of this Krishna Dasa Abhimana? Can we dive in? That is available only in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So let's see. What is the magic of this Krishna Dasa Abhimana? Why is everybody saying, I am the Dasa, I am the Bhritya of Krishna? Actually, who are saying this? Is it just Advaitacharya? Let's look and see. Not just Advaitacharya. It's Nityanandaram, it's Gadadhara, it's Srivas Pandita, everybody in Panchatattva. The four, the four personalities in Panchatattva that are left over. All of them want to be Chaitanya Dasa. Okay. And how about coming a little up in the creation? How about the Brahma? These are the names: Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Shuka, the four Kumaras. What is their mood? If we hear there, the Brahma's praise in Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah. And Rudra Gita. Rudra Gita that was taught by Lord Shiva to the Prachetas. And Narada, he is the Shakti Vesh Avatara for Bhakti Shakti anyway. That we have heard last time, right? In Shakti Vesh Avatara, Narada is empowered with Bhakti Shakti. Shukadeva, the whole Srimad Bhagavatam has come out from his lotus mouth. Kumaras, the four Kumaras. They have a Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, that's Rimbarka Sampradaya. That's everything about Bhakti, one of the Sampradayas, Vaishnava Sampradayas. What are they wanting? Krishna Dasa Abhimana. All of them, same. Krishna Dasa. So, we cannot just think, oh, this Nityanandaram, Advaitacharya, Gadadhar Pandita, and Srivas Thakur, because they're influenced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they just want to become a Chaitanya Dasa. But everybody else in Brahmanda, all the important personalities, the topmost personalities in Brahmanda, Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Shuka, Kumaras, all of them want to be Krishna Dasa. They want to have that Krishna Dasa Abhimana. Okay. How about going a little further? In Vaikuntha Vasas, same Dasa Abhimana. Ayodhya, Dasa Abhimana. Dwaraka, all the Mahishi Gana, Dasi Abhimana. Okay. Maybe we'll go to the topmost planet, Vraja. And maybe we will see if it is a little different there. Will it be a little different there? It will be full-blown there. So much full-blown that Yashoda Mai is the mother. Nanda Baba is the father. But they are thinking, I am the Dasa of Krishna. What is this concept of Dasa? What does this exactly mean? Parents are thinking Dasa of this little child Damodara. What is this Dasa Abhimana? Dasa is Bhritya, or Dasa means your pleasure comes first, not mine. Your wish rules, not mine. Your desire needs to be fulfilled, not mine. Your pleasure is my pleasure. That's Dasa Abhimana. Krishna Dasa Abhimana. Krishna, you come first. You rule here, Krishna. So that's Dasa Abhimana. Your happiness is my happiness, Krishna. That's Dasa Abhimana. So that is a common denominator of all the mellows of the rasa. Dasya rasa or Sakya rasa or Vatsalya rasa or Shringara rasa. Rasa mellow may be different, but the common denominator is, I want your pleasure, Krishna. Your will is my will. That's Dasa Abhimana. What? We thought I have happiness when my will goes through. I'm thinking I will be happy when things happen the way I want them to happen. Isn't that so? What am I hearing? Why are all these personalities running behind Krishna saying, I want Krishna Das Abhimana? So is this not happiness? Of course, I think this is not happiness. That's why I'm feeling miserable. So, so the real happiness is there, huh? Krishna Das Abhimana. So when I say, Krishna, you first. Your pleasure is mine, Krishna. Oh, that's what all these personalities want. Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Shuka, Kumaras, everywhere here in this material world and in the spiritual world too. So is this what Ananda Sindhu is about? Oh, so this is what Krishna Dasa Abhimana means. Oh, so this is what Krishna Bhakti means. So I am supposed to have this Krishna Dasa Abhimana. Actually, I am given this Krishna Dasa Abhimana. Oh, there is so much taste in that, so much happiness in that. It's an ocean of bliss. That's Krishna Dasa Abhimana. This is why, and all these personalities, they are running after Krishna to be in this Ananda Sindhu. Because in that Krishna Dasa Abhimana, there is joy. When Krishna is happy, when we put Krishna first, there will be immense joy that we haven't experienced before. That joy is not available, and that joy is not tasted when we put ourselves first. When we put ourselves first, we experience a rasa, that is Jada rasa. Dukhalaya. Ashashvatam. That's the rasa there. But when Krishna is put first, his pleasure is put first, and Krishna Das Abhimana is the joy, ocean of joy. That's about Krishna Dasa Abhimana, the emotion of servitude. In English, it is emotion of servitude. But very nicely it is put here. Krishna Dasa Abhimane Ananda Sindhu. That's the glory of Krishna Dasa Abhimana, dear devotees. We have covered quite a lot just with this. But we will go through the slides. We have heard this Krishna Dasa Abhimana anyway. So now in the slides, it is described how Mother Yashoda is also thinking the Dasa Abhimana is there. I want to see the joy of my little Krishna. Now comes, we have heard about Krishna Dasa Abhimana, right? Now, when somebody has this, the joy of Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema, how will this Krishna Prema affect them? Krishna Premera Eka Apurva Prabhava Guru Sama Laghu Ke Karaya Dasya Bhavam. The effect of this Krishna Prema is this. Guru Sama, both Guru and Laghu, Sama. They will become Sama. Guru is superior, Laghu is inferior, Sama are equal. For all of them, the Krishna Prema re eka apurva prabhava, Guru Sama Laghu ke karaya dasya bhava. Yeah. So this Krishna Prema, love for Krishna, makes all these categories, superior to Krishna, equal to Krishna, or elder, younger to Krishna, or I cannot say inferior, there is no inferior. So all these categories, All of them, they think, I am the Dasya. I am the Das of Krishna. I am the Das of Krishna is, we heard, right? What is the meaning there when Yashodama is thinking I am the Das of Krishna? It is like, I am here for Krishna's pleasure, like that. So in this way, when there is love for the Lord, regardless of whatever their mellow is, everybody is wanting to please Krishna. In this way, everybody is carrying this Krishnera Dasa Abhimana. That's the effect, unique effect of Krishna Prema, the love for the Lord. Love for the Lord. Yeah. So, like that. So, this is the common denominator, the Dasya Bhava. The mellows are different, that we have already heard. This also we heard. All this we heard. Oh, this is a beautiful one. Okay. Why is it everybody is running behind Krishna? Why is it that everybody wants to serve Krishna? From a tattva perspective. Eka Krishna sarva sevya jagata ishvara arayata sabatanra sevakanucharam. Eka Krishna sarva sevya jagata ishvara. There is only one Lord, that's Krishna. Jagata Ishvara, there is only one, that's Krishna. Sarva Sevya, everybody else is manufactured, is meant to please him. Why is it like that? It sounds like, what Krishna, what are you doing to all your living entities? You're manufacturing your servants, isn't it? It's like this. For the body, everything in the body, the hands are meant to go, are meant to put the food in the mouth. The legs are, for the body to survive. For the body to survive, the hands are meant to put the food in the mouth. The mouth is meant to chew the food and send it to the stomach. And the legs are meant to carry the body where the food is present. So the hands can pick up the food and put it in the mouth. So the whole body is designed in a way for the survival of the body, in a way that the food goes to the stomach. Why to the stomach only? Why can't the food go to the hands only, or to the feet, or to the head? Only stomach has the capacity to digest the food that is sent. And it has the capacity to supply all the nutrients to rest of the body. In this way, the tattva, the Bhagavad tattva is like that. All the Jiva tattva emanates from Bhagavad tattva. And the Jiva tattva can only be Yayatma suprasidati only when there is ahetuki apratihata bhakti. Only when the Jiva is reciprocating with Bhagavan, the Jiva can be happy. How can the reciprocation with Bhagavan happen? This is the reason. Why is it servitude important? Why is it servitude so tasty? The only way that Jiva can communicate with Bhagavan, or reciprocate with Bhagavan, or connect to Bhagavan, establish that connection with Bhagavan, the reservoir of pleasure. One way. Only one way. He is the Ishvara. He is the reservoir of the pleasure. And here we are the empty container. So what is the only way for an empty container? To, he's the reservoir of the pleasure. And then see, with the, like Niagara waterfalls, when the waterfall is just flowing like that, and when we are thirsty and when we have to drink the waterfall, The only way is we cup the hands and we take the water in our hands to drink. Right? Like that. The only way to establish our connection with Bhagavan, for the frequency to match with Bhagavan, what's the Jiva's frequency that can match with Bhagavan? It's through service. Service means your pleasure is mine, Bhagavan. Means submission. It is called submission from our perspective. But we just heard that Krishna Dasa Abhimana is Ananda Sindhu. So, when there is Dasa Abhimana, then there will be connection with the reservoir of the pleasure. That's why everybody in this, all the important personalities in this material realm and also in the spiritual realm, why do they want to have this Dasa Abhimana? This is how they get connected with the reservoir of the pleasure. So in this way, all the Jiva Tattva, to connect to the Bhagavad Tattva, it is through this Dasa Abhimana. And that's why it is said that there is only one Priti Vastu. Only one Priti Vastu. That's Lord Shri Krishna. And everybody else, everything else just belongs to him. There is only one Priti Vastu, and he is the Jagat Ishvara and Sarva Sevya. Everybody else are Sevyakas, Dasas. So that's thing we have heard. So we heard about what is this Dasya Bhava from a Tattva standpoint, dear devotees. This is important because when the sadhana is based on the Tattva, mind cannot trick us for a long time, because Tattva can speak up, and when Tattva starts roaring, mind has to stay quiet. So when bhakti is practiced with Tattva, then we can get to Nishtha. Otherwise, what happens is, if it is just practiced sentimentally, then it gets halted with the waves of anarthas. Yeah. But bhakti, when practiced with Tattva, then the voice of the Tattva should be louder than the voice of the mind. Then bhakti gets steadier, and one comes to Nishtha. So only on the foundation of Tattva, the real mellows of bhakti are born. Spiritual mellows are born on the foundation of Tattva. And any emotions that come before that, yes, they are emotions, but there are a lot of mix with the modes. And there is every possibility that they will be just come and go emotions because the mind is louder than Tattva. Like that. So that's what we have heard. Practicing bhakti on the platform of Tattva. Why Krishna is the only Priti Vastu? Why Krishna is the only object of service? Like that. And yeah, so that very same Krishna, Lord Krishna, has descended as Lord Chaitanya. Okay. Yeah, we have heard this all. Nityananda Ram, Advaitacharya, everybody wants to be Bhakta Abhimana, this also. And not only all these, the guna, the important personalities in the material world, the Brahma, Shiva, like that, Kumaras, but every incarnation also wanted to be the Krishna Dasa. They wanted to have this Krishna Dasa Abhimana. They wanted to relish this Krishna Dasa Abhimana. Right. So, yeah, these are all different examples. Krishna Dasa Abhimana. Krishna Dasa Abhimana was mesmerizing the Lord so much so that he wanted to enjoy that himself. And as we heard in the very beginning, that's one of the reasons why Lord Chaitanya came down as an avatara. That's why the Lord himself came down. Okay. And so we have heard about the glories of emotion of servitude, which is Krishna Dasa Abhimana. And now, okay, this is almost done, coming to the end. See, I told you it is very lighter this class. And so far, what we have heard is Advaitacharya. Who is Advaitacharya? Why is he called Advaita? What is his functionality from a material perspective and spiritual perspective? And what is his Abhimana? That's Krishna Dasa Abhimana. And we heard in detail about Krishna Dasa Abhimana. What is the nature of Krishna Dasa Abhimana? Actually, one more beautiful point in nature of Krishna Dasa Abhimana. You know, this Eka Krishna Sarva Sevya Jagatishwara Arayata Sabha Tanra Sevaka Anuchara. It is there. And unique effect of Krishna Prema. That everybody thinks is Dasi Bhava. One more point here is, dear devotees, I don't know, maybe the slide will come very soon. But in this Dasa Abhimana, one who has love for Krishna, this Dasa Abhimana will come. So, what is the effect of this Krishna Prema? Okay, they have this Dasa Abhimana inside. See, what is the effect of, let's say, effect of heat? Effect of heat is we sweat. At least we sweat. After that is the stroke. So, but at least we sweat like that. So, effect of heat is sweating, right? Sweating. And when we start to getting heat stroke, then not only sweating, but we will start to feel dizzy. Yeah, we will be blacking out. That is the effect of heat, like that. So what is the effect of Krishna Prema? So when somebody has this love of Krishna, love of Godhead, Krishna Prema, what is the effect? The effect is this. It is beautifully described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I don't know if it is present in the slides here, but the effect is this. When they have this Krishna Prema, the love of God, they start to have this Ashta Satvika Vikar. They just become joyful and they start shivering. The hair stands on end. Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya, Vadanam Gatkada Ruddhaya Gira. Vadanam Gatkada Ruddhaya Gira. Their voice gets choked. Pulakair, Nichitair Vapukada, hair standing on end. These are the effects. These are the effects of, when we say Krishna Prema, it will sound too far for us, dear devotees. Krishna Dasa Abhimana. We are all Krishna Dasa, Dasis, Vrityas. So this is the effect of this Abhimana, that I belong to Krishna. That Abhimana. Servitude. Abhimana. Krishna Dasa Abhimana. I belong to Krishna. He is my object of worship. He is my object of love. I want to please him. I want to please him. I want to see a smile on his face. I want to do something for him. I want to make him happy. Krishna Dasa Abhimana. When we are filled with that Dasa Abhimana, when a devotee is filled, when they are filled with so much of that, the dense part of that Krishna Dasa Abhimana is a Krishna Prema. When they're filled like that, it is very natural for them that their voice gets choked, talking about Krishna and taking his name like that. It's very natural for them. How natural is it for somebody to sweat if they stand in sun? That naturally, when somebody's heart is fully filled with love for the Lord, it's very natural for them to have those effects in the body. And they can see only Krishna everywhere. At all times, it's only Krishna. Like that. So those are the effects. And those are the effects of Krishna Prema. Like that, dear devotees. That's about Krishna Dasa Abhimana. And the next thing, next topic, next point is last but one point. Last one but topic. Panchatattva. Panchatattva, so far we have heard about Advaitera Tattva and also Shakti Tattva. In this way, we have heard all the 6 elements. One day, Gurum, Isha Bhaktan, Isha, Ishavatarakam, Tat Prakasham Cha, Tat Shaktim, all of them. We have heard them all. Okay? And in Mangalacharana, the next one is Panchatattva. But Panchatattva, we heard that. We heard about Panchatattva anyway. But well, see 2-3 points there in regards to Panchatattva that we did not cover before. So Panchatattva, we already know. Who are these Panchatattva? Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. He is in Panchatattva, Bhakta Rupa, Bhagwan himself, Lord Chaitanya. And then Bhakta Swarupakam is Nityanandaram. Bhakta Avataram Advaitacharya. Bhaktakyam Srivasa. Bhakti Shaktikam Gadadhar Pandita. We know who Panchatattva is. We know which personality, who is what here. Panchatattva. Okay, so we know about each personality. Next point. We heard this, but I'm bringing it up again. When the absolute truth is manifesting in 5 aspects, that's Panchatattva. Okay? That's 2 points regarding Panchatattva. And what's the functionality of Panchatattva together? What is their mission? Panchatattva. Patra vichara nahi stana. Eyanha payatanha kare premadana. This is a moment of yay. In which scripture can we hear this? That the Lord has manifested in his 5 forms and has decided to distribute the love of Godhead, not looking at any qualifications. Patra vichara nahi. This person is qualified to receive. This person is not qualified to receive. Nahi stana. In this place, I will go and distribute Krishna Prema. In that place, I will not go. There is no consideration like that. No differentiation like that. Yehi yanha paya tanha kare prema dana. Wherever this Panchatattva went, they distributed Prema dana. Krishna Prema. Krishna Dasa Abhimana. They have distributed it. So almost everybody is swooning. Yeah, how wonderful is this Krishna Dasa Abhimana? We didn't taste this before. We thought our Abhimana is very wonderful. Let me do everything So my abhimana can get through. But oh my God, you came and rescued us. It's not about my abhimana. It's about Krishna Dasa abhimana. This is such a relief. Not just a relief, huge joy. Everybody swoon. Wow, oh wonderful, wonderful. Almost everybody swooning at that love of Godhead. But few of them, Mayavadis, Karma Mimamsakas, Pashandis, few of them, they are, they were like upside down buckets like that. They are like, what is this going on? I don't understand, huh? What are these people doing? So they were not able to get that Krishna Dasa Abhimana, Krishna Prema thing. So what did the Panchatattva do? See, when Panchatattva has decided to give Krishna Prema, when almost everybody is swooning, this is wonderful. But in order to, Lord Chaitanya did not want to leave these people unfortunate like that. Lord Chaitanya thought, no, I should do something. So even these Mayavadis also can get this Ananda Sindhu. They can be in this Ananda Sindhu, ocean of joy. Then what did Lord Chaitanya do? Okay, as Panchatattva, as one of the Panchatattvas, when I am distributing Krishna Prema, that student who is just starting to learn, when I am in my internal mood and in my meditation, I'm calling Gopi, Radhe, that student could not understand. So he's such dull-headed. And he was trying to create aparadha to me. And if he creates aparadha to me, that will be, he will be committing sin. That will not be good for him. And those Mayavadis, they are lost. And those Pashandis, the demigod worships, they are also lost. How to rescue all of them? How to see that they also come and enter into this joy of devotion? Thinking like that, Nimai decided to become Krishna Chaitanya. He took sannyasa. So as a sannyasa, because for sannyasa, those who did not give an ear to him or who looked down, that student or that Mayavadis, all of them, now that the Lord has taken sannyasa, they had to bow down to him. Because a sannyasa position is like that. We have to pay respect. So in that way, many people, they could just get Sukriti simply by bowing down to him. That's one thing. And also how he converted Prakashananda Saraswati, who was a Mayavadi. How beautifully he converted during his return visit from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri. So as a sannyasi, he performed that pastime like that. So in order to save these Mayavadis or Pashandis or Karmakandis, everybody, the Lord extended his mercy and he took up sannyas. So in this way, as Panchatattva and as Krishna Chaitanya, the Lord was determined to give Krishna Prema to each and everybody. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he describes a little more about this pastime, dear devotees, regarding, how Prakashananda Saraswati, that pastime there. So we will leave this explanation of the pastime to the later sessions when it comes. After the Sannyasa Lila, we will discuss more in detail about this. But this is, in short, according to the context. So this is why Lord took sannyasa, even to convert. Convert, this word convert. He took sannyasa So even the Mayavadis were attracted first to his effulgence, his characteristics, his achar, his behavior. That's what they were attracted to. So he already defeated. These are the ways of Gaura. He defeats, he wins the heart of the people, everybody around. He wins their heart with his achar, with his demeanor. And then when he speaks, uh, he would not budge a bit. He pours out all the tattva. And then he wins their head also. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya, he converted Mayavadis to. He transformed their hearts and he win over their heads. In other words, through the philosophy and through his and with his bhakti, he continued to distribute Krishna Prema as sannyas. Like that, the pastime is given. So that's about Panchatattva and the special mercy of Bhagwan to take up sannyasa, to distribute Krishna Prema to everybody, including Mayavadis. Done. Okay. Now, the last but one topic today. Here, this is about Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, dear devotees. There are only 2 or 3 points here in this topic about the humility of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Again, dear devotees, this Chaitanya Katha, only in this Gaura Katha, we get, all of this we have heard is in Chaitanya Katha only. But now, regarding Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Dainya, the humility, a glimpse of what humility means. Here, in this chapter, dear devotees, the whole chapter is actually Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami saying how worthless he was and how merciful Panchatattva is, Lord Nityananda Ram is, and Lord Chaitanya is. And it is only because of this, their mercy, and because of the order of the devotees in Vrindavana, that he started writing Chaitanya Charitamrita. This may just sound like information repeated. I know this point. What's next? No. Chaitanya Charitamrita is not like that. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So Vande Chaitanya Devam Tam Bhagavantam Yadichaya Prasabam Nartayate Chitram Lekharange Jadopiyayam. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Vande Chaitanya Devam Tam Bhagavantam Yadichaya. I bow down to this Chaitanya Deva, Bhagavan Chaitanya Deva. It is only because of his desire. Prasabam Nartayate Chitram. I am dancing like a doll. Lekha Range Jadopiyayam. Even though I am a fool, I am starting to write his charita. It's only because of Icha of Bhagavantam Chaitanya Devam. And that is to Lord Chaitanya. And next says Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Mukha Kavita Kareyanam Sabhara Smarane Pangu Giri Lange Anda Deke Taragane. Mukha Kavite Kareyana Sabhara Smarane Pangu Giri Lange Anda Deke Taragane. Yana Sabara Smarane. With the Smarana of Panchatattva. The Panchatattva are so glorious, so merciful, that I am starting to write Muka Kavita Kare. Pangogiri Lange Ande Like Tharagani. Yeah, the glories of Panchatattva, the mercy of Panchatattva is so much. It's only because of their smarana of them that I am starting to write this Chaitanya Charitamrita, this Kavita. This is very much similar to Pangogiri Lange, a lame man crossing over the mountain, and Anda Deke Taragani, and a blind man seeing and lame man walking, like that. And that is the power of Panchatattva. When they say like this, dear devotees, it's not just they're saying, and that's why we are kind of pausing here a little bit and spending a little time in the words of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. This is about Sri Chaitanya Devam, Bhagavantam Chaitanya Devam. Those are the words of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And about Panchatattva, those are the words of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We can only bow down to those words. And the next point is how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, there are prayers here, but the next point that we want to bring to one infested with, this is the next one. One may not understand the mercy of Chaitanya and Panchatattva. Then they are like, when they don't understand or accept the glories of Panchatattva, they are like demons. Krishna Nahamani, Tate Daitya Karimani, Chaitanya Namani Le Taiche, Daitya Tare Jani. One who doesn't accept Lord Chaitanya is like a demon. You know, we have covered this also in our in Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. Why is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami saying? Left and right, these acharyas, Goswamis are calling them as demons. If they don't believe Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, are they demon? Why is this person saying like that? He did not exaggerate at all. He just simply spoke the truth. Why like that? Because Lord Chaitanya is such merciful incarnation of the Lord who has decided to give himself by distributing love of God. And if somebody is so hard-hearted is Pashandi. Demon is somebody who is going after, who is against the Lord, who is disobeying the Lord. That is demon. That is equal to hard-hearted. So if somebody is not receptive to the mercy and cannot really believe that, is their heart so hard? Are they so much after sense gratification that they can't believe this? That the Lord is so merciful? That he has decided to come and give himself? Alas, alas, alas. Mercy is pouring here. And they don't get it. And they doubt about this. They are demons. So that's the intention and tone behind this. This is to glorify how merciful the Lord is and how glorious is Krishna Prema. How auspicious it is to a jiva that the jiva refuses to believe that this is happening to him. Or like that. Like that. Yeah, that's one thing. And the next point here, something relevant to us. You have noticed, right, dear devotees? Today we have many things that are relevant to us. The drops of mercy are getting a little closer to us. The next point is coming up. Please ponder over this point, these words of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami about Why he thinks it's a demon if somebody is not accepting Lord Chaitanya. And demon is one infested with offenses will not get love of Godhead. This is what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying. We just heard, but hearing it from the words of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, why is he calling them demon? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Daya Karaha Vichara Vichara Karile Chitta Pabe Chamatkaraha. And Krishna Chaitanya Daya Karaha Vichara so mercifully has come down to rescue you from this ocean of poisonous ocean of words. Do you want to think? You think you are a very logical person? Huh? So if you think about bhakti is about, okay, devotion, sentiment, I want to use logic, okay. Gentlemen or ladies, please now use your logic. Krishna Chaitanya, Bhagavan, he has come down. He has come down. And vichara karile chitta pabe chamatkara. He himself has come down. Daya, with mercy. Even if you use logic, do you find anything more logical than this to accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So he's coming. He's pleading everybody. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is pleading everybody to please receive what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to give. It is very precious like that. And next point here is, he's saying demon is one infested with offenses. He will not get love of Godhead. And this verse, we hear it again and again. Bahu janma kare yadi shravana kirtana tabutana paya Krishna pade premadana. You may do the shravanam, you may do the talking. Bahujanma kare, many lives. You can keep going with hearing, keep going with the talking. But tabuta na paye, Krishna pade premadhana. If there are offenses, then you will not get premadhana. Then we'll be like, oh my goodness, the offenses thing came here again. We may feel like that, dear devotees. We may feel like that, but we have a lot of hope. Here, the idea is to bring to our attention that we have to see that our shravanam, our hearing, and our glorification or our speaking. Yes, we can continue bhakti, but we have to see that it is going towards offenseless, niraparadha. Our nama, our bhakti, we want to see, we have to see, not we want to see, we have to see that it is going towards offenseless. Because if it is done with offenses, life after life, we get Sukriti, no problem. We get Sukriti. Sukriti will be there. The potency is there, Sukriti will be there. But Premadana, a love of Godhead, and that will not come. Why like that? Is that a curse? No, it's very logical. When there is a tendency to offend, it means the heart is hard. But Krishna Prema is to do with soft heart. It has to do with the soft heart. It can be tasted, relished, honored when the heart is soft. Like that. So, we should pray that our bhakti walks in that path of offenseless niraparada. So that's one point, very nice point. And the last point here. in this. I will just read these words of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, but we have covered this concept. Anyone who even chants Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda becomes ecstatic. Offensive and inoffensive chanting of Hare Krishna. Offensive chanting doesn't lead to ecstasy, as his heart is like iron. We just heard that. Inoffensive chanting vanquishes sins, terminates material existence, and manifests love of Godhead. Niraparada nama lele paye premadhana. Inoffensive chanting manifests love of Godhead. It is offenses only that obstruct chanting. Dear devotees, this is, at least for us now, for those who has got initiated, this is the truth. It's not that we have to know much more about Krishna. We have heard enough, at least enough. At least the basics of tattva we have heard. Then why is the chanting? Why are we getting these obstructions in the chanting? It's because of the offenses. So I'm just reading out here from here. Yeah. And this is the last point. Remember, our topic now here is about Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and his humility, and how he offered obeisances. Not just offered obeisances, he recognized that he is able to write this Chaitanya Charitamrita because of Lord Chaitanya and the mercy of Panchatattva. And then he glorified Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya, and the love of Godhead that he's bringing. And it is so potent, and they're distributing everywhere. If somebody is not getting it, it means their heart is like iron, stone-hearted. And in that context, he said, even if there is Shravanam, Kirtanam, chanting, if it goes with offenses, even if it goes on with lives, they will not be able to get Premadana. That's what he said. And in that context, we have heard, we just have to see that our bhakti goes in that route of offenseless bhakti, offenseless chanting. That's all we need to do. Just to see that those offenses are not there. And bhakti is so potent that it will make its way. One point, important point. And last point here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, humility. I am writing this Chaitanya Charitamrita, but the actual writer of the Chaitanya Katha is Srila Vrindavan Das Thakura. He points out again and again to his predecessor, to his senior. And he says, I'm writing this only because the Vaishnavas here, the elders here has instructed me to do so. And also I'm writing only that matter that was not touched much by Vrindavan Das Thakura. And actually, if you want to relish Chaitanya Katha more, you should actually hear from the Vyasa of Chaitanya Bhagavata, that's Srila Vrindavan Das Thakura. Here is an author writing a book and glorifying his predecessor, his senior, the other author, and referring the readers to go read from that book. That's Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Zero pretension and zero duplicity, and such an etiquette. For us, also, dear devotees, for us, actually even to sustain in bhakti, survive in bhakti, when we follow the etiquette, at least we will survive in bhakti. So bhakti is not so much about proving ourselves or overpowering others like that. It's not so much about that. Here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is showing what it means. Follow the etiquette. See that the bhakti is offenseless. Yeah, and that is bhakti. This is how, this is what a bhakta means. This is what Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is showing. That's what his life is, and we are hearing. And that's all, dear devotees, for today. And you know, in this, the tree of devotional service, Chaitanya tree, this is just Nam Ke Vaste. I'm just going to say 2 words. It's just more like an informational. Lord Chaitanya's tree. And here you see, here it is said that the beautiful thing is this Bhakti Vriksha, the devotional tree itself, the trunk itself is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the gardener is also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the branches are also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and every fruit is so potent and so nectarian. So that's the sum and basics of this chapter. And so different branches are there. Different branches are there. And Nityanandaram branches, countless. And Advaitacharya branches, it is said that for Advaitacharya, there are two categories, because with Advaitacharya, those are Nityanandaram branches, they are countless. With Advaitacharya, it is said that Sara and Asara. So some followers of Advaitacharya followed exactly what Advaitacharya said. Those are first 3. They are Sara, means they kept the essence intact. That's very important, dear devotees. One more point for us. When the descending mercy is coming to us, whatever the acharyas have given to us, we want to keep that intact. If we dilute it, twist it, and do anything with it, it loses its potency. So, for Advaitacharya, the first 3 are Sara branches, means who has faithful and kept it intact. And what are they? Achyutananda, Krishna Mishra, and Sri Gopala. Sri Gopala is the personality. He's the 3rd son of Advaitacharya Prabhu. He fainted during an ecstatic dancing during Gundicha Marchan. He fainted, and Advaitacharya was little morose, and he was wondering, and he was anxious what happened to his son. Then Gaurachandra, he came there. He said, Sri Gopala, get up, chant Krishna Nama. And he just gets up ecstatically, starts doing the kirtan and chants the names of Krishna. That's Sri Gopala. That's the 3rd son of Advaita Prabhu. So those are the 3 Sara branches. The other 3 branches are from the other 3 sons of Advaitacharya, who Advaitacharya rejected. They are Sri Balarama, Swarupa, and Jagadisha. They could not keep the message intact. So they were rejected by Advaitacharya. So that's 1, 2, 3 branches. First 3 branches of Advaitacharya. The next 4th branch was Kamalakanta, Vishwasa branch. And Sri Yadunandana branch also from Advaitacharya. You know, Yadunandana is the Diksha, initiating Guru of Raghunath Das Goswami. Like that, that's Advaitacharya. And there are many more Gadadhara branches. That's all. So that's about the branches. That's all, dear devotees. So what did we hear? In a nutshell today, we heard about Advaitera Tattva. Advaitera Tattva. And in that, we heard about who is Advaitacharya, why is he called Advaita, and what is the functionality from a material perspective, from the creation perspective, and from the spiritual perspective. And what is his Abhimana, Krishna Das Abhimana? There we heard in detail about what is this Krishna Das Abhimana and how everybody is after this, want this Krishna Das Abhimana, like that. And who is the source of this Krishna Das Abhimana? That's Balarama. Okay. Is the source of Krishna Das Abhimana. And yeah, that's about Advaitacharya, Krishnadas Abhimana. And then we heard a little more about Panchatattva, how the Panchatattva have decided to distribute Krishna Prema everywhere. And for those who are trying to escape and not receive Krishna Prema, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and also tried to save those souls also that are trying to escape. That we have heard. Those are the glories and Advaitacharya. And we also heard about Shakti Tattva, the Shakti Gana, three Ganas, Lakshmi Gana, Mahishi Gana, Gopi Gana. And then we about coming to the humility of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and how he offered his prayers to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Panchatattva. And then his words about offenseless chanting and hearing, how it can give Krishna Prema, and how if it is not offenseless, there will not be Krishna Prema. That also we should hear, dear devotees. Yeah. And after that, how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was following the etiquette. And how he's practicing an offense-less bhakti, following the etiquette. That's all. And in the last Bhakti Vriksha, the tree of Chaitanya, we heard about the different branches. And there we heard that the message has to be kept intact. That's all it is. I can't believe. Sorry, it took long. Didn't realize that. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please.